know in some ways, in most of the episodes, it may seem like I am repeating a theme. And that's probably is true because I am focused on this thing called resilience. Not because I find it as interesting or entertaining. It's because I'm observing what serves to connect us more than serves to distract us. What makes us common at our core rather than what isolates us on the margins of our entertainment interests or things that tickle our fancy but never get into what really drives us individually and collectively. I'm going to use the title today, The Currency of Sound, as that center of mass. I want to emphasize the importance of that statement, the currency of sound, to emphatically state this about this episode as well. I want to remain focused and centered, as always, on the priority of my resilience and of your resilience, of our collective resilience in this moment together. And of course, the consistent question I ask you to ask of yourself: what drives you? What drives you into and for the best context of this moment? I had outlined and described that to you before, and for myself to remember, to relate, and to refresh to you. So for me, when I use that question as a centering guiding light, I used to use 4 words for that answer to that question for myself. What drives me was 4 things: light, energy, money, and music. Each one of those words merely served as indicators or signposts or guardrails to keep me on that path of resilience about what drives me. Never as a destination, even though those are great 4 simple words for me to recenter, but not destinations. But those 4 words have helped me in grounding myself in my direction and my compass setting, particularly when the journey gets bumpy or turbulent sometimes. Again, another personal reason for the importance of resilience. So while my initial definitions and descriptions about what drives me, light, energy, music, and money, those 4 words gave way to the one word for simplicity, examination, and more importantly, for execution in every day. The one word that appeared to my observation to this day remains as currency. Those 4 words, light, energy, music, and money, for what drives me, is now in one word called currency. That term currency is not about what I can spend or use to buy something, or the wattage or frequency of my transmission, meaning my communication of my purpose and message. No, it's about how fresh and current and new and now I am with what drives me. As each and every moment, and each and every day, each and every now, that I appreciate and remain aware of that. And what I do with the moment of awareness and what I actually produce in those moments. That perspective, just for me, addresses the currency question. Not about how well or how poorly I executed on that path yesterday. Not about what I propose to do in that fantasy called tomorrow. The currency only can apply to what I do here and now. This is the substance of currency. Words and voice are always good and useful. But the work, the action, the execution of your word, of your voice, must happen and exist, emanate from you. Otherwise, your words and voice cease to exist here. Thus, another reason to restate the concept and the context of resilience. And the sound of currency is the most sanguine, essential way to deliver your purpose and message today. Sure, a nice suit or how you dress and look and smell and make a presentation, those are all great things, all good. But without those trimmings and gloss and makeup and hat or watch, it is the sanguine sound you produce and from the resources you have available to you that makes the distinction, the uniqueness of you apparent and relevant. To who? To you and your creator. To me and to my creator. And only then to others if and when and as appropriate. You're going to meet people, but that's not your priority to impress them first in your day. Make the impression to yourself before you embark on standing on that stage or saying something of relevance to someone you never met before. I really hope that helps you with the beauty of your currency today. Again, that word currency came out of me developing or self-discovering and answering the question about what drives me. Not that it's my word. I don't own it. You feel free to take it and use it as you need to, or redefine your currency into what drives you. Or you may have a totally different and best way to relate, refresh, and relay your currency to yourself, to who created you, and then to others. I ask you and invite you to share your perspective, your word. Help me to change your perspective on the present moment, but help me to appreciate your viewpoint on the present moment. Again, as I said before, I don't have the answers. I have only questions that help us to uncover and do that introspective work that emboldens, strengthens that muscle called resilience. Thank you once again. As always, please stay present, stay current. No matter where you are in this world, remember, it is always 8:20.